When you don't have enough cash to buy an expensive smartphone, you just want a smartphone that looks good and priced affordably. In this episode of Gadget Review, meet the Lenovo A516, an entry-level smartphone that has the looks and price that everybody can afford. The A516 from Lenovo is considered a mid-ranger in Lenovo's A-series lineup. The phone has a MediaTek MT6572W 1.2 GHz dual-core processor, 512MB of RAM, 4GB of ROM with microSD expansion up to 32GB, 4.5-inch IPS display with FWVGA resolution, 5MP main camera and VGA front-facing camera, Bluetooth 3.0, Wi-Fi N, dual SIM with HSPA Plus support and 2000 mAh battery. The phone isn't exactly the slimmest phone in the market, but you can't deny that its design is pretty attractive for the entry-level and cheap smartphone market. With a charcoal grey color design on the back, the phone feels classy. Combined with a lightweight body and 4.5-inch display, you suddenly don't feel like putting down the phone anytime. The A516 runs on Android Jelly Bean 4.2.2 with Lenovo's launcher. The phone's software experience is very similar to what you'll find on the same range of Lenovo devices. It has the usual clunky and funky user interface that lets you change page transitions and the same icon design on default apps. The display of the A516 isn't perfect. Despite being an IPS display and having a reasonable FWVGA resolution, touch response isn't precise. Swipe gestures can be difficult to manage if you're doing it too fast. The phone is able to run most apps without any issues. However, crashes can occur when memory is low. You also do not want to quit an important app and switch to the other, because the phone attempts to kill all apps once it reaches the memory threshold. The experience can sometimes be really annoying when the phone freezes momentarily, so don't try to switch apps on it, just simply complete one and do the other. The phone's 5MP shooter lacks autofocus and doesn't take amazing shots, but it is definitely sufficient enough as a social camera. Pictures don't look sharp and white balance can be inaccurate at times. Color reproduction looks boring as well. Find out more sample pictures at KLGadgetGuy.com. Battery life on the A516 isn't great, though we expect some good results from a 2000 mAh battery. The phone unfortunately disappoints us with just a mere 13 hours of usage with light to medium weight tasks despite having data connection and dual SIM enabled all the time. We hate to say this, but we don't really enjoy using the Lenovo A516. Despite having a huge display and a nice design, the overall experience and performance isn't pleasant, which in our opinion is worse than the A369 that we have reviewed recently. The phone retails at 439 ringgit. If you want a phone that has a huge screen and good looks, or you are just simply looking at its dual SIM capability, this phone could be just for you. Otherwise, our advice is to stay away from it. We rate the Lenovo A516 at 2 out of 5 stars. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching the review of the Lenovo A516. The text review is also available at KLGadgetGuy.com for a reading pleasure. So if you like what you saw, do give us a thumbs up and click on the subscribe button if you would like to see more video contents coming right from us. Of course, follow us on social media networks such as Facebook and Twitter at KLGadgetGuy. I'm Warren and I'll see you next time in our next episode of Gadget Review. That's it for now.